And what's good, everybody? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys in the stream today, as we're going to have a bid getting cashed into the March Madness bracket coming up here on the stream later today. It's going to be the Missouri Valley Championship game here. Number 4 seeded Loyola Chicago, 24-7 record, taking on the Drake Bulldogs, number 3 in the Missouri Valley at 24-9. This game is out in St. Louis, Missouri, part of the Arch Madness. And glad to have you guys join in, be a part here on the channel. If you guys are new, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and welcome back in, everybody, for being a part once again on hopefully what should be an incredible stream today here. This is the third conference tournament that's going to punch their bid into March Madness. Murray State winning the Ohio Valley yesterday. Looks like Longwood is going to win the Big South as they're winning by a bunch at the end of their game. GJB, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Taking the Ramblers here. Lucas, Johnny, Brian. Welcome in, everybody, for being a part once again today. Kimyo, welcome to the stream. Really good matchup here. Loyola Chicago looking to see if they can finally get it third time the chance against Drake, as Drake beat Loyola Chicago the first 2 times this season. And this is a huge game because whoever wins this one goes right into March Madness. This game is on CBS. So we're just waiting for Memphis against Houston to finish up. Looks like Memphis against Houston. This game is still going on as I speak. Under 4 minutes left to go. Memphis is crushing Houston 72-52 right now. So after that one, it will be Loyola Chicago versus Drake in a little bit from now. Just waiting for the end of Memphis against Houston. As we're in the pregame currently here, but both of these teams went to the March Madness tournament last year in 2021. Only one bid this year from the MVC can go in, though, because all depends on like who you won against, strength of schedule, quad 1 victories, and some really good victories. But the best victory for Loyola Chicago, that was against San Francisco on neutral court, which San Francisco advanced to the WCC semifinals for them. So they're going to play tomorrow night in the semifinal round. They beat BYU yesterday, which BYU is in some deep trouble, probably not going to make the tournament now. But that's the best victory for Loyola Chicago. They have wins at Vanderbilt, neutral court winning against Arizona State, which is an interesting win because Arizona State has multiple quad 1 victories, but they have like a bunch of losses that they have some really bad losses too, and then a win at DePaul. So they've beat 3 power conference schools, and then San Francisco is in the tournament. And then they had a close loss by 2 against Michigan State. They lost to Auburn by 9. But it's the losses that they suffered throughout conference play. They have 5 losses in the conference play that put them, because you would imagine they'd be the 1 seed in the Missouri Valley. They were the 4 seed coming into this bracket. And they had beat Northern Iowa in their last game to get them here to the title round for them. And they've been through 2 convincing victories so far for Loyola Chicago. So they have a victory over Bradley in the quarterfinals by 16. They beat Northern Iowa 66-43. Yeah, Jacob on the stream, welcome in. Glad to have you back, man. Yeah, it's the first time in a while I've covered both of those teams, the Cavs and the Raptors, later tonight. Glad to see that they're on national TV tonight, and I'm around to cover them later tonight. So I'll be back for my second stream later tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time. Big game between the Cavs and the Raptors, as that's a battle between 6th and 7th right now in the East. Yeah, Murray State won yesterday against Morehead State. That was a close game. So all the bubble teams can breathe a sigh of relief of that one. Really close game. Murray State first team in the bracket. Let's see what we got. I think there's another game going on Atlantic. Big South. Big South has got a team in the bracket. And yep, Longwood. So Longwood's going to go to their first ever NCAA tournament. Convincing win, Longwood 79 to Winthrop with 58. That's a convincing win. Longwood needed overtime in one of their tournament games to get there. America East started out conference tournaments today. Vermont's the 1 seed. Vermont just tipped off against NJIT. New Hampshire, Binghamton, close game. Other games going on, finishing up their regular season today. Michigan is beating Ohio State 56-44. That is significant because Michigan State's without Hunter Dickinson, and Ohio State's just spiraled downhill for them. Probably going to lose first round in the tournament if they keep it up. They got Out of I think it's the top 50 teams in KenPom, Ohio State's got the worst defensive rating out of any of those teams in KenPom. Even miles worse than Purdue. And they got an offense that isn't even close to what Purdue's is in KenPom, because Purdue's got the top offense as far as efficiency, but they're around hundreds in defensive efficiency. But Ohio State's around 120 in defensive efficiency. Rutgers beating Penn State with 7 seconds left to go, 59-58. Yeah, Memphis is crushing Houston 72-56. And Celtics playing right now as well. Celtics Nets close game, 54-51 Brooklyn, with Kevin Durant's second game back with around 3.5 left to go before halftime. What's good, Kelly? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back in once again, man. So we're going to tip off a little bit from now, just waiting for Houston against Memphis to finish up. Feel free to hit me up in the chat who they got in this one today to win the MVC tournament title. Loyola Chicago or Drake. Loyola Chicago, when they've been able to win their games, they've been holding opponents to 50 points or less in the last 4 out of 5 games, and they won the last 4 games for them. The only game that they've lost in the last 5 games span was a 102-96 overtime loss at Northern Iowa. So they got shredded, giving up 102, but the other games they gave up 50 points or less, which is crazy. One of those games they gave up in the 30s. They beat Evansville. It was something crazy, 82-30. I think it was 81-32. They won that game. And both of these teams stacked with seniors. 8 seniors for Loyola Chicago, 8 seniors for Drake. Loyola Chicago, led by their defense, that's top 25 nationally and fewest points allowed. And then I think difference here could be the 3-point shooting. Loyola Chicago's got a couple really good perimeter shooters. Lucas Williamson, Braden Norris shooting above 40%, whereas Drake struggle from 3. They're dead last in the Missouri Valley in 3-point shooting. Hey, what's good, Dakota? Welcome to the stream, man. So sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully everything's going well in your recovery. Get better there, brother. SEC Championships yet to be played. That's going to be next Sunday. So next Sunday, a week from today, we'll have the SEC Championship right now. The SEC Championship's going to be going on, in the middle of it, start of the second half right now, a week from today. Yeah, Longwood going to the tournament now, so they become the second team into the bracket. That's the first ever tournament appearance for Longwood. And they've been playing college hoops, I think, D1 since 2009. Good for them. So Longwood's out in Virginia. They play in the Big South. I saw what is it? It's the Atlantic Sun. The Atlantic Sun Conference is pandemonium all over because Liberty had lost yesterday. Liberty had lost to Bellarmine, which Bellarmine's brand new to D1 basketball, which I guess there's a 4-year transition program period for them. So I don't think Bellarmine's eligible for the tournament until 2024. And Bellarmine's going to the championship game for the Atlantic Sun to face Jacksonville, which Jacksonville beat the 1 seed Jacksonville State yesterday. It's crazy. So I heard what happens in that instance. Since Bellarmine is not eligible, if Bellarmine beats Jacksonville, if Bellarmine beats Jacksonville, then Jacksonville State would go to the tournament. If Jacksonville beats Bellarmine, Jacksonville would go to the tournament. So that's crazy because Bellarmine isn't even... They won't even let them compete in the tournament, which is just terrible. That they have to have some transition period. Because some of these teams got banned from postseason play because they have to transition conferences and stuff like that. That's just awful. I think that happened to James Madison this year because they're transitioning to a new conference and a bunch of teams are going to. What's good, Kimyo? Welcome in. Taking the Ramblers here. Wishing both teams the best in this one. We're going to get tipped off very shortly. Memphis just made a big 3. 30 seconds left to go. Memphis crushing Houston today, 75-59. Houston gets a late bucket. But Memphis is going to improve to 19-9 in the season. They burn a timeout with 19 seconds left when they're up by 14. So they're just going to get some bench players in, it looks like. But, wow, Memphis has completely just turned around their season. Because this team did not look like a tournament team for most part of the year. They had that big, November stretch that they had these massive wins. They beat Alabama. They beat Xavier. They had lost to Iowa State, which Iowa State went undefeated in the non-conference slate. And Memphis pulls this one off against Houston, 75-61. So that should put Memphis right into the tournament bracket now, which UNC is basically a lock because they put up over 90 against Duke yesterday. In Michigan, they're getting closer to the bracket. Michigan leading Ohio State 58-49. Rutgers escaping with a 1-point victory as Rutgers is still in the tournament bracket right now. That's close. Wow. Couldn't suffer a home loss. They won Penn State by 1. 59-58. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome to the stream. Going to be tipping off in a little bit from now here, Loyola Chicago and Drake. Glad to have you guys back in. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Hope everything is going well this weekend. And feel free to let me know who you got in this one. For your predictions, let me know out in the chat. And this is stream number 1 out of 2 tonight. I'll also be covering the Cavs against the Raptors later tonight, so feel free to join in for that. Loyola Chicago coming into this one, they have 3 victories against power conference schools, winning over Vanderbilt, Arizona State, DePaul, for Loyola Chicago. But Drake, yet to be the Power 5 school this year. They have losses against Alabama, Clemson, and this would mean a lot for them if whoever wins this one would have a chance, most likely, to play another power conference type of team in the first round of the bracket. Oh yeah, man. He's supposed to come for the Thursday. I think even Friday too. He's supposed to come for the first round tournament games. So I'm going to be doing a lot of the first round tournament games with my man John from Off the Wall Hockey. Gonna have some good streams over here. Oh yeah, man. It's going to be a great time. And also, if anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge. That link is pinned to the chat, so if you haven't done it so already, feel free to sign up and join it. Last year, I think we had almost 100 people join the bracket group from last year, which was incredible. So we're just waiting for this one to begin. Loyola Chicago came into this matchup here as the 4 seed in the conference tournament. They got swept in the regular season against Drake. Drake entering this matchup on a 7-game winning streak by a narrow, thin margin, winning against Missouri State yesterday in the conference semis, 79-78. Loyola Chicago, 2 Missouri Valley Conference tournament titles, 2018, last year in 2021. Drake made it into the March Madness tournament as a play-in seed last year as they were an 11 seed, and they were one of the last teams in the tournament as an at-large. Both teams finished off with a record last season of 25-6. Loyola Chicago beat Illinois. Illinois was the 1 seed. Loyola Chicago was the 8 seed. They won against Georgia Tech first round. Second round, it was a big upset where Loyola Chicago beat Illinois in the second round. And then they lost in the Sweet 16. All right, going to tip off here just momentarily right now in the pregame. This one's at the Enterprise Center, St. Louis, Missouri. They call it Arch Madness for a reason, as it's out there right down the road from the Gateway Arch of St. Louis. Loyola Chicago, big winners yesterday in the first matchup against Northern Iowa, as they were able to manhandle them by 23, 66-43, and that 1-point victory in OT by Drake, and a game-winning bucket by the coach's son, just a freshman, with Tucker DeRees, as he is in the starting 5 with 4 seniors for Drake. Both teams with 8 total seniors each on the roster. Lucas Williamson, Braden Norris, top 2 players for Loyola Chicago, both shooting northwards of 40% from the perimeter this season. As it's Williamson, Norris, Knight, Hall, and Ugwak starting lineup for Loyola Chicago, going up against Penn, Murphy, Sturtz, Hemfrel, and DeVries, as we are underway here. So we've just tipped off Loyola Chicago. Maroon uniforms, as they control the tip, go left to right in the court. Drake with the white jerseys today. Williamson hands it off to Tate Hall. Now they put it inside the paint, floats up the shot, around the rim, and no good. Battle for the rebounds. And it's come down with for the Ramblers once again. And they were able to put it up. Second chance, that is good. Lucas Williamson off the putback scores. Loyola Chicago up 2-zip. Ball gets deflected out of bounds. Drake will have it once for their first possession here. 28 seconds into the game. The Bulldogs have it now. Hand off on the outside, almost deflected. They put it into the hands, though, of Tucker DeRees, the coach's son, top scorer this season, averaging 13.6 points per game. DeRees passes out to the top to Trimmel Murphy. Now out to Roman Penn, as we got to fall away for the basketball. It's the first one committed of the game by the Ramblers. 50 seconds into it, 19-10 left to go in the first. Inbound for Drake. Shaquan Hemphill moves it on top. Penn, crossover. Back out as they will turn the corner. Floats up the shot, pushing off. And that will be an offensive foul called on Hemphill. Turned over by Drake as the Ramblers will get back the basketball. 19 minutes left to go in the first as we are 1 minute into this matchup. Braden Norris took the charge for the Ramblers. Loyola Chicago with the ball. Norris bounce pass out to the top. Williamson moves it out to the wing. Now inside to keep backing their way. Pass off to Ugwak. Ugwak inside, floats up the shot. Tipped. Goes off the fingertips of Williamson out of bounds. It's going to be Drake basketball. Not much height on both of these teams here entering this matchup. Top rebounder for Drake is only 6'3". And that is Garrett Sturtz, a senior from Newton, Iowa. Loyola Chicago, a little bit more size as far as their top rebounder, as that would be Tate Hall at 6'6". Loyola Chicago comes up with a steal, deflected pass on the outside, goes right back to Drake. Penn, pass ahead. Miss layup, but the putback is good, though, by Trimmel Murphy. Tie game up at 2 apiece. Seems like it's going to be a big defensive type of matchup here with these two teams. Loyola Chicago been terrific lately as far as their defense. They've had a couple blips, but last 4 or 5 victories, they've allowed opponents to 50 points or less. Shot gets blocked. Ramblers have it back. On the wing, there's going to be a whistle blown again. Drake will commit the foul away from the ball. Ramblers will get the inbound, 17:55 left to go in the first. Out to the top. Ball was bobbled at the edge of the Arch Madness logo, deflected and intercepted by Tremel Murphy. Active hands. Passes down the lane. Penn couldn't get it to go. Back to his teammate, though, to Sturts. On the outside, firing away a deep three. Missed off the back rim, and the Ramblers pick up the defensive rebounds. Pass midcourt for Loyola Chicago. Williamson, bounce pass, right block. Out to the top, intercepted once again by Drake. Turnover's been a problem from the start here for the Ramblers. Cross-court pass. Pump fake into the key, backing his way. Turn around, and that is good by Tucker DeReeves, number 12. So Drake goes on top, first lead of the game with 17-10 left to go in the first. Almost another loose ball right there. Poke from behind by Drake. Shooting a three from the outside. Missed by the Ramblers. And Sturts comes up with a defensive rebound. Crashing the glass between two defenders for that one. Sturts dribbles, attacks, left hand. Scoop no good off the mark. A knockdown, no call. Bobble ball in the corner. Drake able to pick it up with offensive rebounds. Roman Penn. Top of the key. Passes out to the corner to Hemphill. Hemphill backs his way one-on-one. Hemphill inside the key, reaching in. It's going to be a foul picked up by Tate Hall of the Ramblers. Clock will stop with 16:33. And only 2 so far on the board for the Ramblers. What's good, Bill? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've been seeing a really good game between the Celtics and the Nets right now. Not sure, Vaughn. I think she's going to come in next Saturday, though. For the SEC championship game, I think she's going to be on. Turnaround jumper, missed by Drake, and the key goes right back to the Ramblers with the rebounds. Pass midcourt with Norris. Moves it out to the corner. Inside the key, floats up the shot, and a huge block right there by Drake. As the Bulldogs get back the ball. Deep 2 jumper, firing away. It's Roman Penn for 2. 4 minutes through, 6-2 Drake. It's 6 straight points now for the Bulldogs. Top 3-point shooting team in the conference. Loyola Chicago looking for something. They are 6th nationally in 3-point shooting percentage. Handoff from Marquise Kennedy. Pump fake. Williamson sneaks around. Got that one blocked, and the Bulldogs coming up huge at the rim with another block. Drake comes up with the ball. Attacking straight to the cup and drawing a foul. And this will be Tucker DeReeves shooting 2 coming up at the free throw line. 15:35 left to go in the first half. And Drake coming up huge at the rim so far in this one. +2 in the glass, 7-5. They've already got themselves 5 blocks. Wow. 5 blocks in the first 4.5 minutes by Drake as a team. That's impressive. 3 of those by the freshman Tucker DeReeves, and then 2 of those by Tremel Murphy. So we head to the first timeout of the game. 6-zip run, last 2.5 minutes by Drake. If you guys are doing a stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. And thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here today. A little bit different type of stream here for the first matchup. This is a conference tournament championship game, as the winner of this game will move on to March Madness and be a part of the 2022 NCAA tournament. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Our Basketball Bracket Challenge. That link is posted to the chat. It's open for anybody who's welcome to join in. And last year we had a massive group. I think like over 100 people filled out a bracket and was able to be a part of the group last year. Quick scoreboard update. We'll see what's going on throughout college hoops in the NBA at the moment. Michigan leading Ohio State 64-56. That's some big news right there for Michigan, because Michigan's without Hunter Dickinson in that game today. Did not play. And Ohio State, that's a home game for them, and they already lost against Nebraska earlier this week. So Ohio State, if they can't pull it off, they're going to be 19-10 and 12-8 in the Big Ten, in some serious trouble. Probably going to drop in a 1-week span from being a 5 seed to like a 9 seed for Ohio State because of all the bad losses they've suffered. Nebraska leading Wisconsin 16-11. Vermont destroying NJIT 33-14. That Vermont team has got 9 seniors on the roster. They also have a 6th-year senior with Ben Shungu on the roster. Colgate, top team in the Patriot, leading Lehigh 19-9. These games are all in conference tournament action. And then earlier today, non-conference tournament action. It's Memphis who beat Houston by 14, 75-51. Memphis making their way into the bracket as of late. Rutgers just holding on into the bracket barely as they beat Penn State today, 59-58. What's good, Andrew? Welcome in. Does Loyola still have a chance if they lose this one? I'd say no, because they have some rough losses in the conference that's just set them back. I'm shocked that, the same hasn't been said for, San Francisco, because Loyola Chicago beat San Francisco on neutral court. Yet San Francisco has got 8 losses. Loyola Chicago's got 7. But I guess San Francisco gets weighted more because 2 of their losses were against Gonzaga. So it's basically for San Francisco, take those 2 losses away and they have 6 instead of 8, basically. What's good, Daniel? Welcome to the stream, man. We get back to action. 15:35 left to go in the first. Drake will head to the free throw line with Tucker DeReeves. Hit me up in the chat who you got in this one, Loyola Chicago or Drake. And thanks so much, all, for the people joining in for this stream. I cover a mix of college basketball and also NBA games. And by the way, Celtics and Nets, that game's going on right now, as the Nets lead at halftime 60-58. Both of the shots good at the line by DeRees. He's the coach's son, a freshman who's in the starting 5 for Drake along with 4 seniors. Ramblers with the ball at midcourt. And that's a bad pass thrown out of bounds. Braden Norris overshoots Lucas Williamson by a mile, heads right into the first row of the seats. So turnover's been an issue so far for the Ramblers. That's their 4th turnover of the game. Drake's got 5 blocks in the first 4.5 minutes. The Bulldogs with a possession. Back on top, Roman Penn moves it out to the wing to DeReeves. DeReeves working one-on-one. Backs his way off of a double team now. Slides it out on top. Out to the wing. Open 3. Missed off the back rim by Murphy. And the defensive rebound hauled down for the Ramblers. On the near side, Marquise Kennedy. Kennedy towards his left. Defended. One-on-one. Passes out to the corner. Left baseline dribble. Pass underneath. And now will be a bucket up and in off the glass for the Ramblers to cut it to 4. What's good, Mr. Zigzag? Welcome back to the stream, man. Taking the Ramblers in this one. Drake with the ball. Swung out to Sturts. Sturts hands it off to DeReeves at the top. Off a double team. Forced towards his left. He's seeking a lot of attention so far by the Ramblers defense since he's the top scorer for Drake this season. Roman Penn. Handoff to Sturts. Sturts inside, shovels it. Stripped ball. And a whistle and a foul. Williamson picks up the blocking foul from behind. It's going to be Drake shooting 2 at the charity stripe. Or no, they're going to call Drake on a turnover, actually. So Drake gets called on the turnover before there was contact. So that will be a turnover by Drake. It goes back to the Ramblers. Loyola Chicago's missed the last 7 shot attempts from the floor. Or 7 missed field goal attempts. They just made the last one. That's why Kennedy missed 3. Goes right back to Drake with a defensive rebound. There 14 minutes left to go in the first. Handoff to DeReeves in the outside. Swings it across the court to Roman Penn. Penn gives it out the perimeter. Turns the corner. Free throw circle. Sturts. Looks to move it back. He does. Into the hands of number 2 Murphy. Sturts puts it on top. Double team. Deflected pass goes in to his teammate's hands, though. That is Sturts who floats one up and scores. So 10-4 Drake. Impressive showing by them so far. And maybe they got some textbook information how to beat Loyola Chicago, because this is Drake's going into this game already with 2 wins against the Ramblers, and turnovers aren't going to make it any more easier for Loyola Chicago. That will be their 5th turnover. pass just too strong, wide open underneath the hoop. Looking for a cut, and he just airmailed the pass out of bounds. So big game here. Winner of this matchup goes to March Madness. Both of these teams were in the NCAA tournament last year. Drake barely, as they played as an 11 playing game. One of the last teams in the bracket, dribbling inside a double team. Tripped up and fouled, as that is Shanquan Henful. That gets followed by number 13, Ryan Schweiger of the Ramblers. What's good, Bradley? Welcome to the stream, man. Stone cold for Loyola Chicago. Just one field goal out of their last 8 points and 5 turnovers in the last 7 minutes for them. Drake off the inbound takes a 3, and they will make it by Tucker DeReeves. Talk about a future here for this young man. Timeout taken by Drew Valentine and the Ramblers. 13-4 Drake. Straight off the inbound, Tucker DeReeves pulls up and he drills it. And this kid is a freshman. This is the coach's son. He's playing with 4 seniors in the starting 5. Both of these teams got 8 seniors each. A lot of teams with a bunch of seniors because of the whole extra year of eligibility. A bunch of players came back. Some of the players are 6-year seniors this year. Yeah, things going pretty well, man. What's good, Chicago Bulls 123? Joe, welcome to the stream, guys. And feel free to join in later tonight. Tonight I'll be covering an NBA game as well, 7:30 Eastern Time. Raptors at the Cavs later tonight. So if you guys are interested, feel free to do so. And if you haven't already done so, that bracket challenge group is up in the chat as well, pinned to the chat. Anybody is welcome to join the Behind Your Basketball bracket challenge group. So that link is pinned to the chat if anybody's interested. And yeah, last year we had an incredible group. It had like over 100 people. And the brackets will come out 1 week from today, around 6:30 p.m. Full completion of the bracket for Selection Sunday. That's awesome. 3 hours from St. Louis for Joe. Yeah, I know this is like a huge thing for out in the Missouri Valley for this tournament. Off the inbound, Loyola Chicago took a 3 and they missed it. They're top 10 in perimeter shooting, but so far today, they're 0 for 3 from the outside. Drake with the ball at the top. DeReeves passes out to his teammate and back over to DeReeves, who's gotten a lot of touches, seeking a lot of double teams, but able to get the ball away from his hands quickly. Hemful into the key, floats up a shot, missed off the front rim, and the Ramblers come up with a defensive rebound. Under 12 minutes left to go in the first. Pull-up jumper straight away. Not a good look right there by Loyola Chicago. And back it goes to Drake. Scoreless in the last 3 minutes here for the Ramblers. Sturts. Low post. Turnaround. Missed off the mark. Had a good look at it, though. Battle for the ball. Nice save by Hemful. DeReeves, extra pass made. Here's his teammate taking a 3. Missed off the back rim by Io Akinwall, senior from Papillon, Nebraska. Yeah, anything could happen there, man. Stranger things have happened. Your team's going to need that type of Oregon State run to get right in. Going to the cup, that time scoring is Marquise Kennedy. So finally somebody scores here for the Ramblers. What's good, Russell, on the stream? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, I would be with the same for you guys out in the poll. Majority of the poll, I have the prediction for this game for the Ramblers. This is stunning so far what I've seen, but stranger things have happened in these tournament games. Runner missed off the back rim by DeReeves. Goes right back to Loyola Chicago. Kennedy turns the corner, dribbles, attacks, and he gets tripped down and fouled. Clock will stop with 10:41. This game's on CBS. So we're going to take a timeout on the floor, a media timeout here. It's 13-6 Drake in the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament Final. Yeah, first ever time covering the MVC Final before. Pretty cool. I'm glad to have you guys be a part of the stream. If you're new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Quick scoreboard update here. NBA Celtics leading the Nets 74-70. Jason Tatum's got 30 points at the start of the third quarter. Kevin Durant's got 21. And then college basketball scores going on throughout today. Earlier game, Memphis beat Houston 75-61. Longwood, first ever NCAA tournament appearance. They're from the Big South, as Longwood won the Big South tournament title over Winthrop today, 79-58. And then games going on at the moment. Vermont is absolutely destroying NJIT. 44-21 is the score. Nebraska's beating Wisconsin 30-18. Wisconsin had already wrapped up a regular season championship against Purdue earlier in the week. So I don't know what they're doing for the lineup or so for Wisconsin, but they're probably playing their starters, like their better players, lighter in that matchup from what the score indicates right now. And then Michigan leading Ohio State, 22 seconds left to go, 71-67. That's significant there because Hunter Dickinson is not playing today for Michigan, and Ohio State is spiraled downwards. Yeah, Tatum's been incredible, man. 31 by him today. That's awesome. He's really been able to come in strong and starting to become like a better playmaker each and every single game for him lately. He's been able to produce higher assist numbers, which is great. If we have a baseball season, going to do some games, possibly. Probably going to do a lot more basketball. Baseball stuff wouldn't start up until after, like, the NBA final stuff. What's good, Paul? Welcome in. Yes, doubleheader today. Cavs against Raptors later tonight, 7:30 Eastern. So Murray State winning yesterday. Big sigh of relief for all the teams in the bubble, as Murray State able to squeak one out last night over Morehead State. Morehead State played them tough, though. Close game all throughout. It's interesting because Jerry Palm of CBS, he has Loyola Chicago first four teams out of the bracket. And then Joe Lunardi has Loyola Chicago in the bracket as a 12-seed play-in team against Rutgers. So that's where Loyola Chicago is suited right now. If they lose today, I feel like it's going to be tough for them to get into the tournament, considering if they do lose in like a buzzer beater or something like that, I think you still have to consider them as a play-in team. It all depends on what the margin is today, how much they lose by. That's the thing. Quick answer right here. Back for the timeout by Loyola Chicago. It's a 5-point game. What's good, Landon on the stream? Welcome in, man. 10 minutes left to go in the first. Drake with the ball, low-scoring game as DeReeves gets tied up, and this will be possession arrow Drake with 10:03 remaining. Off of a double team, and it was Lucas Williamson, the one who came in to tie up DeReeves. Yeah, it's just really sad, man, with the whole thing with Major League Baseball going on right now. Hopefully they can find a solution to it quick. Attacking the lane, starts, floats one up, missed off the back rim, offensive rebound, back to Drake. Drake's been scoreless last 3 minutes. This has been a game of scoring droughts. Roman Penn, left baseline dribble, off of a double team, passes into the key to the big fella, number 51, Darnell Brody, a 6'10 forward. And he's able to bank it up and in off the glass. Ramblers will jack up a three. No good, missed off the front rim at the top by Kennedy. Back it goes to Drake. 9:10 left to go first. Roman Penn. Driving, mid-range, off the glass, way too strong. And it goes back to the Ramblers for the defensive rebounds. Kennedy. Inside the key, passes on top. Over to Schweiger. Schweiger inside, and He's going to travel with it. Turnover by the Ramblers. So 15-8 right now. Just haven't been able to get any sort of offensive sync so far in this game for Loyola Chicago. That's their 6th turnover so far. They're going for a full court press. Drake able to beat it though. Here's a 3 splash from the outside. Single-handedly winning this game for that dude right there. Number 12, Tucker DeReeves, the coach's son, has outscored Loyola Chicago as a team. 10 points for DeReeves of Drake to just 8 by the Ramblers. And it's 18-8, largest lead in the game, as the Ramblers reach in and pick up their 4th personal foul. Or it's Drake who reached in. Loyola Chicago has it back. That's Drake's 4th personal foul as a team. So both teams with 4. On the outside, 3-point shot. That rains through. That's a huge one right there. Ryan Schweiger able to knock that one down. And that's the first made 3 of the game for the Ramblers. 1 for 6 from 3. Drake is 2 for 5. DeReeves, pull-up jumper. Before the shot, he got fouled. Yeah, Loyola Chicago came into this game 6th nationally in 3-point shooting. 38.7%, but non-existent here right at the start. So Lucas Williamson shooting above 40%. He's the 3-point leader on this team. And also Braden Norris as well. Those 2 players are like the top 2 scorers. Missed shot by Drake. Back it goes to the Ramblers. On the outside, Williamson. Passing on top, dribbling up into the key. Looking to move it out. At the low post, pass deflected. That's the 7th turnover by the Ramblers. Right back to Drake with a steal. The Bulldogs will slow it down with DeReeves. Edge of the Valley logo. Passes across Enterprise Center logo. Out to the corner. Tremel Murphy. Ball poke loose out of bounds. It's going to stay Drake ball. So 7:35 left to go. We're going to take a media timeout of the court here. And Drake with a lead, looking to see if they can complete the sweep of Loyola Chicago this season. It's 18-11. What's good? Vegas on the stream. Welcome in, man. Glad to have you back in, guys. Once again today. If you're new, hit that thumbs up. Spike that like. Hit that subscribe here. Yeah, definitely not happening in Maine. I know where I am. We had like a bunch of games canceled lately because of like all the snowstorms and stuff. Actually, I went up to Portland like a couple weeks ago, and over there they didn't have like any snow. But once you get on inland, like into out towards like the part of the border where Maine borders New Hampshire, you start to get like more snow once you head towards like the lakes in New Hampshire. But yeah, out towards the coast of Maine wasn't really much. I bet they got like a bunch of snow like up at the top of the state. Sometimes it doesn't even melt till June. Sometimes it's like that much snow. Wow. Yeah, they're further up in Maine, so that's in Orono. Yes, some of the teams were like around my area too. It's been like a lot of snow on the field. I think we had like a lot of it melt today. Well, like I went further up north earlier yesterday, and the baseball fields were pretty snowy. Gee. Feel free to vote in the poll if you guys would like. Right now, we're just on the timeout. Drake holding on to the lead 18-11. Winner of this game goes on to March Madness. 2 teams into March Madness so far, as that would be Murray State, who won yesterday against Morehead State, and then Longwood got their first ever tournament appearance as they won today over Winthrop. And Michigan has just beat Ohio State today, 75-69. So minus Hunter Dickinson, Michigan finds a way to win. And it was a home game, too, for Ohio State. So That's not looking good for Ohio State. I think they're going to drop like 3 or 4 seed lines because it's just a disastrous week for the Buckeyes that they've had. And Nebraska's beating Wisconsin currently 32-25. Celtics in action. Nets lead the Celtics 84-79 with just over 3 minutes left to go in the third. Back into action here. Drake with the ball. Tremel Murphy hands it out on top to Penn. DeReeves passes over to Penn. 4 in the shot clock. Penn dribbles up, 18-footer, top of the free throw circle, missed off the back rim, defensive rebound hauled down by Williamson of the Ramblers. Just 29% today, shooting. Loyola Chicago pretty efficient as a team, but not been able to knock down their shot so far. Turnover's been a problem as well. Norris passes over to Williamson. And pushing off was Norris. That's going to be a turnover. That'll be team foul number 5 for the Ramblers. So that is 8 turnovers and 5 made field goals in this game for Loyola Chicago, and something that they need to do much, much better on. So a lot of just poor possessions as far as how it's gone down so far. Murphy inside the key off a triple team, lost the handle. Williamson comes up with a steal. Oh, nice crossover, takes it straight down the lane, blocked from behind by the blocking foul. It's going to send Lucas Williamson to the free throw line, shooting 2 coming up for the Ramblers. 6:32 left to go in the first. Heavy contact is by Tucker DeReeves, who got 3 fouls in this game. Yeah, good question, man. I think they can for Iowa. Iowa's been red hot lately. Keegan Murray has been something special. And I'm concerned about Illinois. Illinois just played a close game against Penn State. Lucas Williamson coming up to the free throw line. First one is good. Yeah, low-key, Iowa's been like one of the hottest teams lately in college basketball. They have been looking for like a quad 1 victory. They finally were able to get one this week. Second one coming up, and that's good. Yeah, I think that the score to that game could be pretty high tonight, Iowa and Illinois. 6:20 left to go in the first. This has been a defensive slugfest so far. A lot of turnovers, missed shots, and scoring droughts. Hemphill, mid-block, floats up the shot, missed off the glass, and it goes right back to the Ramblers. Had a great look, couldn't convert on it. Underneath, off to a cut and scoring up and in. That is Ugwak, who gets the basket. Cuts the lead down to 3. 7-zip run by the Ramblers now. Last 2.5 minutes. Out to the corners, DeReeves. DeReeves dribbles towards his right with under 6 minutes left to go in the first. DeReeves passes off to Penn. Penn attacks, dribble drive down the lane. Floats up a wild type of shot. No good as Williamson comes out with a defensive rebound. Pass out to the corner, Kennedy. Moves it over to Williamson. Williamson floats it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to get deflected out of bounds with a loose ball foul on Drake. And now it'll be team foul number 6. Damn. Yeah, my other laptop right now is crazy with the engine to it. It's going pretty crazy right now. I think we got it, actually. Yeah. Oh, no, it's still going. 5:30 left to go in the first. Lucas Williamson at the free throw line shooting 2. Just hit the first one. Second one by Williamson is good. Loose ball. Ramblers pick it up. They have numbers here. 3-on-1. Pass ahead of the defense. Dunking it down. And they have taken a lead. It's here Ugwak who gets the two-handed slam. Timeout taken by Drake on the floor. 5:16 left to go in the first. That's a huge defensive play right there on the far side by the Ramblers. Complete the steal. Pass up ahead, throwing it down for the dunk by Ugwak. As we're going to head to the timeout now. Drake timeout with 5:16 remaining first half. Yeah, that's a big win for Michigan today. Winning against Ohio State. It was a road game, too, for Michigan. And Michigan was without Hunter Dickinson, their top player. I think that speaks that Ohio State's not going to get past the first round. Nebraska's leading Wisconsin 38-36. Yeah, this Michigan team's come a long way. Devontae Jones, 21 points, 9 assists. 17 points off the bench from Terrence Williams. 14 by Eli Brooks. 14 by Musa Diabate. Caleb Houston went 0 for 10 shooting. And it was legit 3 players today that Ohio State had scoring like decent numbers. E.J. Liddell, 16 and 13. Malachi Branham had 18 points. It's basically been those two all season long. They don't have like any scoring out of those two. And then 12 points by Justin Arns off of 4 made threes. Loose ball, Drake couldn't recover. It gets stolen away. Ramblers pass ahead off the outlet. One dribble put up. It gets blocked from behind. And that's a huge block by the Bulldogs to come up with it. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first. Out to the corner. That is 3 straight turnovers by Drake. Here's the Ramblers. 3-on-2 fast break. Another block by Drake underneath. They get it back and power their way to the bucket. And it's Chris Knight who's able to lay it up and in for the second chance opportunity. 21-18. Slot King, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, Celtics have completely turned it around. Last month and a half or so. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Drake has it at the elbow. DeReeves has some space turnaround as he gets fouled with 4 minutes on the clock. So we're going to take another timeout here. Media break. 4 minutes left to go. It's 21-18 Loyola Chicago. Oh, man. I don't know why. It's crazy. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the channel once again today. So we head currently to the timeout. Gee. Been a solid game so far, though. Drake's been turning it over quite a bit lately. It was Loyola Chicago who had been turning it over before that quite a bit, how this game has opened up. Yeah, UNC is right in the bracket with that. Massive for them, putting up a 90 burger on Duke yesterday. It's a 13-0 run by the Ramblers in the last 4.5 minutes. Talk about how things have changed, and it's been because of points off of turnovers. 4 turnovers last 5 minutes by Drake. Both these teams have had their struggles. 8 turnovers by the Ramblers, 7 by the Bulldogs right now. +3 in the glass for Loyola Chicago. Let's see. Points in the paint's 14-8. And then there's 6 blocks by Drake. They have 5 blocks in the first 4.5 minutes of the game. And Tucker DeReeves for Drake, he has got 4 of those blocks of the 6. Just one player to hit double figures. That is DeReeves of Drake. Loyola Chicago yet to have anybody hit double-digit points, but Lucas Williamson with 8 points, 5 rebounds, top scorer, top rebounder. And a quick update in the Celtics game currently at halftime. It's the Nets that lead by 4, 90-86 over Boston at the end of the third quarter. All right, so winner of this one goes to March Madness. Loyola Chicago projected as one of the last teams in the field for Joe Lunardi of ESPN as a 12-seed play-in versus Rutgers at the moment. And then CBS's Jerry Palm has Loyola Chicago first 4 teams out of the bracket. They had a 2-point loss back in the Battle for Atlantis against Michigan State, lost by 9 against Auburn in the Battle of Atlantis. And then power conference victories for Loyola Chicago over Arizona State, Vanderbilt, DePaul. Their best win was against San Francisco on neutral court. Under 4 minutes left to go in the first, left baseline dribble Tucker DeReeves had it poke loose from behind. It's going to stay Drake ball. .352 left to go in the first. Drake looking for the inbounds. They move it out to the wing, deflected, almost intercepted. Lucky it wasn't, though. DeReeves has it for the Bulldogs. 8 on the shot clock. DeReeves dribbles towards his left. Now with a crowd of defenders, reaching in was Marquise Kennedy picking up the foul. Or it's going to be Schweiger, number 13. So they're going to call it on Schweiger. And between Kennedy and Schweiger, that's going to be the Ramblers' 7th. So it puts Drake now into the bonus. Tucker DeReeves, 10 points, only player in double figures, shooting 1-on-1 bonus. First shot he missed. Rebound goes right back to the Ramblers with Kennedy. Up by 3 for Loyola Chicago. Top of the key, it's Williamson. Gives it outside to the wing. Dribbles up into the key. Proha puts up the shot, and that's able to find his way down. Sweet looking touch on that one to go down by Marquise Kennedy for the Ramblers. Extend it with a 5-point lead. 3:15 left to go before halftime. Drake with the ball. Out to the wing with Shanquan Hemphill. Hands it off to Penn. Penn towards his right. Gives it outside to DeReeves. DeReeves around the perimeter. 10 on the shot clock. Passes towards his right to Sturts. Hand off on the top. Penn to Sturts. Corner 3 in the air. Missed off the back rim. Ripped away in the defensive rebound by Ugwak. What's good, Howard Jack? Welcome to the stream here, taking the Ramblers. Glad to have you back in on the channel here. Hit me up who you guys got in this one, Loyola Chicago or Drake. As Drake will pick up a blocking foul. The Ramblers will head to the line with Ugwak shooting 2. So 2:45 left to go in the first. Or they're going to say it's going to be a 1-and-1. Coming up. So 1-and-1 bonus. It was before the shot the foul was committed. As Sturts will head towards the bench now. Just picked up his second personal foul for Drake. First shot in the bonus. Good by Ugwak. Second shot coming up, 2:45 left to go first half. And that hit well short, gets his own rebound back, moves it on top, open 3, straight away, splash for the Ramblers to get their largest lead of the game by 9. Luck of the bounce right there. That is number 4, Braden Norris. Him and Lucas Williamson shooting above 40% from 3-point range. At the corner, Drake looking for something. 19-0 scoring run in the last 6 minutes by Loyola Chicago. Shot off the back rim, bounced twice. Ripped away off the rebound by Brody of Drake, and Darnell Brody gets fouled underneath by Tate Hall. So Darnell Brody now into the bonus to shoot 1-1. Wow. Yeah, big game by Tatum. Thanks so much for the update there, Bill. 36 points now up for Tatum after 3. .2:15 left to go first half. 1-1 at the free throw line, and Brody missed the free throw. Drake is just 50%, 2 for 4. Loyola Chicago 5 for 6, 83%. Ramblers with the ball right back. Williamson at the top, dribbles, drives, right hand inside, missed it, no good. Too strong off the glass, goes right back to Drake with 2 minutes left to play. Shake and bake move, Roman Penn. Jumper for a 15-footer, connects. 27-20 now. So the 19-zip scoring drought finally comes to an end for Drake on that drought. Ramblers have possession. Minute 35 left to go in the first half. Handoff. Dribbles back out. Around the perimeter, it will be Ugwak who fires away from 3. Missed. Deflected out. Last touch by Kennedy out of bounds. It's going to be Drake ball. 1:27 remaining before half. Bulldogs will get the basketball coming up. Drake has it, feeling some pressure in the edge of their front court. Bounce pass top of the key off to Darnell Brody. Minute 15 left to go. Brody gives it out to the elbow into the hands to DeReeves. Tucker DeReeves off a double team. Passes on top to Murphy. Murphy takes a 3. Connects on it. As it puts it to a 4-point game, 27-23. Final minute left to go in the first half. At one point, Loyola Chicago went on to a 19-zip run to take the lead. Wide open 3. Cannot leave this team wide open. Lucky that they couldn't connect. Drake gets lucky there, coming back with a defensive rebound. 40 seconds left to go. The Bulldogs kick out to the corner. Gets intercepted by the Ramblers at the baseline. And then they couldn't handle it, though, so Drake will pick up the ball once again. So we have a whistle blown. 35.3 seconds left to play. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. DeReeves inbounds it off. It goes to Roman Penn. 6-second differential shot clock and game clock. Penn has the ball at the edge of the half-court logo. 20 seconds left to go. Roman Penn defended by Marquise Kennedy. Penn dribbles, drives, down the lane, left hand, and he gets it up and in off the window. 2-point game with 10 seconds left to go. Ramblers have it. At the top, Braden Norris passes outside. 3-point shot in the air. Missed off the back rim, deflected. A prayer set up at the horn. Missed off the rim as well. We close out going to halftime. It's a 2-point game. 27-25 to score. Great game between these two teams. It was a 19-zip run at one point for Loyola Chicago. Drake able to get themselves onto a 7-0 run last 2 minutes to close it out at the end of the first half. And this game has been all scoring runs so far. Really good game between these two teams as we're going to go into halftime. So we'll be back coming up second half in a little bit. Top players of the game so far. Tucker DeReeves has 10 points. He has been silent lately. He had a quick 10 in the first half of the first portion of the first half. Lucas Williamson, 8 points, leading all scores for Loyola Chicago. He's got 5 rebounds. As Ahir Ugwaku's got the most rebounds with 7. Yeah, Longwood beat Winthrop today. So Longwood's going to the NCAA tournament. First time ever for them. That's incredible. So they've been playing basketball, I think, since 2009 at the D1 level. That could be like a little foreshadowing. Bryant last year, they came up short against Mount St. Mary's in the NEC title game. Would be something special if Bryant is able to crack through this year and be able to get to the NCAA tournament. They do have an opportunity, though, as they had beat Mount St. Mary's yesterday by 1. So they're still alive right now in the conference. Yeah, between both of these games, I'm going to see like what's wrong with my other laptop that I'm getting my stuff from. The engine to it's just way off. Yeah, yesterday I was outside covering lacrosse in the cold, so I don't know if it did anything to like the engine or anything, but it's just like it's way off. It's like vibrating crazy. What's good, Brian? Welcome in, man. Glad to have you back on the stream. Great first half between these two teams. 27-25, we go into halftime, and Loyola Chicago struggling big time in the first half, especially the first portion, struggling with turnovers. But lately it's been Drake, and that's what's opened up the game, is the points off of turnovers column for the Ramblers here in the second half. So right now we're just at halftime. Glad to have you guys join in. If you haven't already done so, feel free to join the Behind Our Basketball Bracket Challenge group. All you have to do, you just join the bracket group, and when Selection Sunday comes out next week, you fill out your brackets. You have from Selection Sunday to when they lock on Thursday around noontime, right before the whole first round of games start off. Yeah, that's my computer's having like a lot of problems. The other one, trying to see if I can get it like to resurface here. I'm gonna have to go inside and like air blow out the fan for some reason. It's happened quite a bit. It's like a fan problem. Yeah. Yeah, the other one when I didn't have the microphone, I had the camera above when the camera used to do the microphone, and it used to sound like a jet engine taking off when I had done stuff. Somebody forgot to load in a commercial because it just said CR2 22-A on the screen, Arch Madness by State Farm, so whoever was supposed to add in the commercial never did. So that's why it says that like whole like commercial code right there. Yeah, we're gonna have a bracket reveal coming up in a week. Yeah, it's inside the laptop. Probably gonna have to blow out the fan. Ooh. I don't know what's up. Hey, what's good, Victoria? Welcome in. Right now we're just on halftime currently here, waiting for the second half to begin in a little bit. Yeah, it still charges. It's fine. Big wins for Michigan today, winning 75-69. Not a good loss there for Ohio State in that one. No, it's not the audio. It's the laptop fan that has trouble with it. So it's like inside. I have to go inside and air blow it out. Cause there's probably like particles and dust that like pick up when it happens. So coming on to halftime right now. So we thank you guys so much for joining in for this one today. Both these teams struggling with turnovers. 9 by Loyola Chicago in the first half, 8 by Drake. It's been basically a game of scoring runs so far today. It's been 2 lead changes. One of these times the score was tied up. But it was Loyola Chicago who got up early. As they led early in this game, and then Drake came back. Drake was able to sustain a lead. Drake was up at 1 point, 18-8. Loyola Chicago only had 8 points in the first 11.5 minutes. And then here came Loyola Chicago all the way back from 18-8 to 27-18. They went on a monster 19-0 scoring run. And then Drake able to go on a scoring run themselves of 7-0 to close it out. Hey, what's good, Tyler? Welcome to the stream, man. So if you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here right now. We're just currently at halftime. Winner of this game goes to March Madness. Celtics take the lead. They're leading the Nets with under 7 minutes left to go. 105-100. Jason Tatum's got 41 points. Nebraska up over Wisconsin, 45-41 Nebraska at the start of the second half. Wisconsin's already wrapped up Big Ten regular season title. Vermont doubling NJIT 62-31. The score there. Vermont comes in as the 1 seed in the America East. Colgate 1 seed in the Patriot League up over Lehigh 50-36. And SMU on the bubble, things looking good so far for the Mustangs as they lead over Tulane 19-8. Yeah, a big game for the Celtics there to come from behind, man. Good to see for them. Memphis destroyed Houston, so Memphis getting closer and closer to making their way into the bracket there, but that one basically gives them a solid chance to go in the March Madness for Memphis with a win today by 14 over Houston. 75-61. Starting to play better and better down the stretch lately here for the Tigers. What's good, Ethan? Welcome to the stream, man. Rutgers barely winning today. They beat Penn State 59-58, so Rutgers still in the bracket. They were as a play-in team, I think, last time in Lunardi's bracket. Oof. Yikes. Johnny Davis is hurt. Thanks so much for the update there, Ethan. That's not good there. Wow. Yeah, basically, what's a meaningless game, too? They already wrapped up the Big Ten regular season title for Wisconsin, and yikes. That's not a good sign, because they're going to have to get other scoring outside of Johnny Davis, which could be a problem. Just been like a slugfest defensive type of game here. Both of these teams have had opportunities to make shots, just haven't been able to convert. And big thing for Loyola Chicago is that they've only made 2 threes. This team is top 10 nationally in three-point shooting. It's only 2 for 10 from the outside so far in this game. Drake is last in the conference. And they're so far better than Loyola Chicago from 3. 3 for 8 so far by Drake in that first half. We're going to release this poll right now. Thanks so much all for voting in the poll today. It was 81-19, Loyola Chicago taking this poll. Porter, welcome in. Johnny Davis is the best player in Wisconsin. He's like an All-American top 5 player this year. And could potentially be National Player of the Year. So that's significant news there. They went to the locker room with an injury. That's not good news, because outside of Johnny Davis, Wisconsin doesn't have like any other like go-to type of scoring threat, because he's carried the team all season long. Wow. Thanks so much for the update there, Bill. Tatum up to 45. That's insane. Durant's got 35. 5 minutes left to go. Celtics up 110-106. Vermont's demolishing NJIT 74-36. All right, Loyola Chicago by 2, 27-25, as we're going to start the second half here in just a minute. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Sorry about that external noise that I got going on right now. The other laptop that gets me like scores and stats, for some reason is having like a bad fan in it. I usually just have like a bad fan couple minutes on startup, but it hasn't been doing this in months or so, so I'm going to see if I can blow it out at the end of this game here and see what's wrong with it, because I bet there's like particles stuck inside the fan once again, but it's got like a vibration noise to it. At least it doesn't have like that bad like squeaking noise or something like that. It just keeps on doing it like at the end of the first half, but yeah, that's just my fan vibrating. Yeah, the other one before I got the microphone last year, when my camera used to get the noise, the other fan to my actual streaming computer, sometimes it sounded like a jet taking off sometimes, especially when you like go past like 3-4 hours when it starts to like get like a jet. You get back to action. Loyola Chicago with the ball, cross court pass goes off to Braden Norris. Ramblers with only 2 threes made in the first half. Norris attacks, reversing a layup, missed off the glass. Rebound picked up by Sturts of Drake. 30 seconds into the second half. Drake with their first possession here. Roman Penn has that the right wing perimeter. Penn moves it out to the corner. Jab step, Hemphill moves it on top. Penn gives it over to Hemphill. 10 in the shot clock. Hemphill around the outside. Hands it off to DeReeves. Moves it out to Hemphill. To the corner it goes. Turns to corner 5 in the shot clock. Mid-range jumper contested. Missed off the front rim by Murphy. Defensive rebound pulled down by Williamson. Quick pass ahead to the outside. Turning the corner. Down low. Williamson. Through the first minute, Williamson straight down the lane, gets the rim, and he scores up and in off the backboard, count it and one. That's a strong bucket there by Lucas Williamson. Blocking foul picked up by Garrett Sturts. Actually, it's not that bad right now for the laptop. It just stopped, so hopefully it keeps that way. Probably still going to blow it out just in case. I think they're going to miss the tournament if they lose today. The only way they get in, I feel like, is if Drake wins in a buzzer-beating shot. They might still have a chance. One shot coming up at the line by Williamson, no good, around the rim and out. Drake with a defensive rebound, Garrett Sturts. Top rebounder for Drake and some serious foul trouble. Just picked up his third. On the outside, pump fake. Extra pass to Reeves to Penn. Deep range 3, couldn't connect. And Lucas Williamson taking over this game. Comes out with a defensive rebound. Outside to Kennedy. Kennedy dribbles into the key. Drives on DeRees. Kennedy lost it. DeRees looking for the time. Couldn't get there in time. Extra pass and right underneath the hoop. Wide open is a layup by the Ramblers. That is Tate Hall for 2. Nice awareness there by Kennedy. Somehow, some way to get it off. 2 minutes through the second half. 18 minutes left to go of basketball action before crowning the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champion. The winner goes to the March Madness Tournament. Drake lost the handle. Reach and fall, though, committed by the Ramblers, as DeReeves was dribbling up ahead. Celtics up by 1, 112-111. Under 3 minutes left to go. Jason Tatum up to 47. Kevin Durant with 35. Inbound for Loyola Chicago. Goes to Drake here off the inbound. 17:50 left to go. Bulldogs have it. Penn passes outside. Here's a 3. Swoosh. Tucker DeReeves single-handedly keeping Drake in this game. DeReeves makes the 3. He's up to 13. That's his third made 3 of the game. He's also got, along with that, it's been a block fest today in this matchup, but DeReeves has got himself 4 total blocks. Ramblers lost it. Drake picking up the ball as Kennedy missed the layup, and we're going to have a foul call on the court. Clock will stop with 17:26. It's going to go back to Drake. Bulldogs have the ball here with Penn. Penn towards his left and the outside. Moves it out to the corner. They give it over to Tucker DeReeves. DeReeves dribbles up, sneaks around the defender, floats up the shot, missed it. Offensive rebound, hauled down by Hemphill. Over to the elbow, dribbling up. Penn, jumper. This is a 1-point game as he makes it. Roman Penn for 2. What a performance by this Drake team, just staying in there. Winner of this game goes to the March Madness Tournament. Here's a 3 by the Ramblers, straight through the pipe. That's good. That is Braden Norris, one of 2 perimeter shooters, with a top scorer Lucas Williamson shooting northwards of 40% from the outside. Drake with the ball, 16:30 left to go in the second. Lob off to Darnell Brody, backs his way. Low post, double team, stripped, and the ball gets stolen away as Brody chops down a Rambler on the far side. It's Tate who came up with a steal, and it's going to be Ramblers' possession. What a matchup right now between these two teams. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, and hit me up in the chat who you guys got in this one if you haven't already done so. Holy smokes. Tatum just on a whole nother level today. 118-113 Celtics with a minute 12 left to go. Jason Tatum, 51 points. Insane. Driving to the cup, missed the layup for the Ramblers. Drake comes it right back. Top of the key to Reeves. Moves it out over to the wing. Now they have it at the left baseline. Pump fake backs his way. Shaquan Hemphill into the key. Floats it up and draws the foul. It's going to be Hemphill shooting 2 at the line. 16 minutes left to go in the second. Blocking foul picked up by Ryan Schweiger. And that's going to be his 3rd personal foul of the game. So he'll check out of the game now. Yeah, they've really built up this program strong lately for Drake. Corner 3. Rattles around and missed. The putback is good, though. Wow. Pinball wizard right there. As the Ramblers will burn a timeout. 15:47 left to go. That would have been a 1-point game if it would have been dropped. That was crazy. A rattle and out 3 that was pinballing around. It was a putback that went down, though, by Darnell Brody. Timeout taken on the floor. 15:47 left to go. Anybody's game here. Winner goes to the NCAA tournament. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Man, what a great game between these two teams. Both teams not shooting the ball great. Been a lot of turnovers, but it's been close competitive all throughout this matchup here. It's been a game of runs as well. Like, nobody's let the game slip away from them. But there's been so many opportunities. Wisconsin leading Nebraska 51-49. Under 16 minutes left to play. Vermont's destroying NJIT quarterfinal round of America East tournament 80-41. Colgate looking good in the Patriot semis as they're the 1 seed up over Lehigh 58-43. SMU on the bubble, can't afford to lose against Tulane. SMU's tied up with Tulane 24-24. Celtics get another bucket, 121-115. Boston with 31 seconds left to go. Jason Tatum, 51 points. Kevin Durant with 37. It's incredible. Yeah, Northern Iowa's, like, always been good from the Missouri Valley. Hey, thanks so much, Porter. Appreciate it, man. If anybody's interested in joining the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge, feel free to do so. That bracket group link is pinned to the chat. If anybody's interested, all are welcome to join the Bracket Challenge. It's totally free to join. And, yeah, last year we did the Bracket Challenge. Over 100 people joined in, which was incredible. What's good, Dee? Welcome back in the stream. Hope all is going well. We also got the merchandise site there out as well. Feel free to take a look at that if anybody's interested. Some pretty cool stuff. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, stickers, sweatshirts on the Behind Your Basketball channel merchandise site we have. So that link I just posted out to the chat. All 4 of those links, Discord, Twitter, merchandise, and memberships are all linked up in the description below this video. Sister Jean still repping strong for the Ramblers here at these events. Wow, 102 years old. That is incredible. So she made it along to this Missouri Valley Conference tournament at the age of 102. We get back to action. Loyola Chicago by 2 as they have the ball. Ramblers right to left on the floor. Braden Norris dribbles free throw circle. Now to the right baseline, working one-on-one on Roman Penn. Inside the key, moves it on top. Tate Hall dribbles up and draws a reach-and foul. It's going to be on DeRees, who picks up the reach-and foul. And that'll be his first. Yeah, that was a crazy ending, man. That was the first tournament game last year. That was awesome. Yeah, both of those teams going to have to do work in their conference tournaments to get there. Pass off the cutter, leads to the two-handed dunk right behind the defense. That is Lucas Williamson, who throws down the jam. 4-point lead by the Ramblers, up to 12 by Williamson, top scorer this season for Loyola Chicago. Double teamed, bounce pass to the top to Darnell Brody for Drake. Hand off to DeRees. 15 minutes left to go. DeRees passes it out to the wing. Tremel Murphy. Lob over to Darnell Brody as he puts up the shot. First one no good. Second one tipped in by Shawnquan Hemphill. Fahad, welcome back in. Taking the Ramblers all the way to the Final Four. Honestly, you don't even know what's going to happen this season. There's been so many upsets. Anything's possible. Jumper, deep two. Lets it rain. That's good by Braden Norris. It's now Norris and Williamson, the two that's taken over this game for the Ramblers here. Williamson with 12, Norris with 8. Those are the top two scorers this season. Both these teams coming back with a lot of seniors in the roster. 8 each for both of these teams. A lot of upperclassmen players. And Drake's got some really good future here with their freshman that's starting. It's the coach's son who's got he's the top scorer for Drake with 13 points, making 3 threes. That is Tucker DeRees, and he is the coach's son, and he's only a freshman. Ramblers Drake just got called in the turnover, so Loyola Chicago going to get it back. 14-20 left to go in the second. Ramblers by 4, attacking straight down the lane. Big block by DeRees. The Loyola Chicago gets it back. Top of the key 3, Norris. Missed off the mark, crashing the glass. Brody comes out with a defensive rebound. Off to Penn, passes straight down the lane, scoring, and right into the official goes Shawnquan Hemphill, but gets the bucket. Stumbling after he made the layup, right into the official at the baseline. Underneath the hoop, it goes right back to the Ramblers by 2. Under 14 minutes left to go. Hand off at the top of the key for Loyola Chicago. Now they give it outside. Williamson fires away from 3. That one skids off the front rim. Back it goes to Drake. 13.5 left to play in the second. Drake down by 2. Chance to tie it up. Roman Penn moves it out to the wing to Murphy. Back out to Penn. Moves it towards his left to Reeves. Left baseline dribble. Pull up to Reeves. Off the back rim, missed. And the rebound pulled down by Hall. I have no clue what the first game's going to be. It's whatever the March Madness committee decides to put for, on TV that day. It's going to be an illegal ball screen set up by Loyola Chicago. Offensive foul picked up by the Ramblers. That gets charged to Chris Knight. Turnover by Loyola Chicago. Goes back to Drake. Timeout taken on it looked like they were going to take a timeout, but no. 1 week to Selection Sunday. 7 days and 2 hours away from Selection Sunday. Missed jumper off the mark. Goes right back to the Ramblers with a defensive rebound. Williamson, nice pass. Down low and scoring. Up and in off the backboard. It is Ugwak with a bucket down low. It's beautiful awareness right there by Lucas Williamson. Drake with a deep pull-up jumper. Roman Penn lets that one splash. 3 for 2, trading baskets. Ramblers once again have it. Roman Penn becomes the second Drake player into double figures. 3-point shot, rolls around the rim, and it goes in. Oh man, luck of the bounce there. That is number 13, Ryan Schweiger, who's up to 10 points now. It's a 5-point lead for the Ramblers. Missed off the glass by Drake. Back it goes here for Loyola Chicago. The rebound gets picked up by Norris. Norris moves it out to the baseline, attacking Williamson. Had it blocked from behind. It goes right back to Drake. 12 minutes left to go in the second. Bulldogs in the outside. They're going to slow it down. Roman Penn. Out to the wing. Penn slows it down, 10 on the shot clock. Penn attacks straight down the lane, the right hand, high off the glass, missed. tumbling down, and he gets fouled. And it's going to be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Drake with 11:46 left to go. Yeah, they have first 4 quick. They have that on Tuesday for the first 4. Isaac, thanks so much for the update there, man. So Celtics game was winding down. Celtics beat the Nets today. 126-120. Final score. Jason Tatum with 54 points. Incredible. As we take the timeout here. Unbelievable. Kevin Durant had 37. Tatum with 54. Yes, I plan on streaming the Selection Sunday show next week. I'm going to do like a bracket video of like my picks, but probably either like Monday or Tuesday, depending when I have a chance for that. They'll come out. Yeah, so Selection Sunday next Sunday, and then the first 4 starts in that Tuesday night. So they have the 2 first 4 games, like the 16 play-in, and then whatever they decide for the play-in, if it's an 11 play-in or a 12 play-in, that will be on Tuesday night, and then they do it all over again on Wednesday, the 16 play-in, and then either the 12 or an 11 play-in. That's what the numbers historically have been for like a play-in, a 12 or an 11. All depends, I guess, on like the seeding committee, how they seed them up. Because last year, I think we had both of the games were an 11 play-in, but there's been 12 seed play-ins before too that's made it to the tournament. It's odd how they don't have like a fixed number. Yeah, Jerry Palm from CBS, he has 1 11 play-in game, he has 1 12 play-in game. So if the season ended today, it would be SMU and Wake Forest in the 11 play-in game, and then Rutgers against Memphis in the 12 play-in game. So right now we're just in the timeout. Great game between these two teams. We have 11:46 left to go. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, and thanks so much all for joining in today. And if you haven't already done so, if any of you guys are interested, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group. All you have to do is just click the link. Sign up with an ESPN account if you don't already have some. If you do, just join the group, and then when the brackets come out, you guys are able to pick your teams for the bracket. Just fill out your bracket, and it will submit in that group. I think last year we had like over 100 people do it, which was awesome. So top 2 scores for Loyola Chicago start to pop off. Lucas Williamson leading the way with 12 points. Braden Norris with 8 points. He is third in the team right now as Ryan Schweiger has got himself 10 points for Loyola Chicago, having a great game off the bench. Drake with 2 double-figure scores. The coach's son, only a freshman, with Tucker DeReeves, leads all scores here with 13. And then Roman Penn has got 10. So, back to action. Roman Penn at the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2. First one, no good. Yeah, I guess it all depends on the matchups. I think they could go to the Sweet 16 for Providence, but it all depends on like who in the world they play against. Second one, missed around the rim and out. $11:35 left to go. Yeah, if they have a tough round of 32 matchup, they might lose. It all depends on who. Rolled around the rim, missed by Loyola Chicago. Drake gets it back. Force back, moving the ball. Tremont Murphy out to the wing. Murphy gives it over to DeReeves. DeReeves at the baseline. Dribbles back out around the perimeter. Bounce pass, low post, Darnell Brody. He has the size advantage. Backs his way. He puts up a turnaround jumper. Missed off the back rim. Ramblers come up with a defensive board with Schweiger. Driving in attack mode. Straight to the rim. Lays it up and in. Count it. And one coming up as well. No, they're gonna count the offensive foul, so they won't give him the and one. It's gonna be a charge taken by Drake. Darnell Brody takes the charge off of Ugwak. And Ugrok picks up the offensive foul with 11 minutes left to play. It's a big call at this stage of the game right now. So 2 points taken away for Loyola Chicago, possibly a third if he went to the free throw line and made it. It's a big point swing there. Could have been 46-38 if they count the bucket. It's one of those back and forth calls. Drake now with the ball. Under 11 minutes left to go. Forced down the far side, reaching in. As that will be a Rambler defender, number 23. Chris Knight, who reaches in. And that's going to be foul number 7. So Drake in the bonus. Yeah, my worry now for Providence is that all the power conference teams have played on like either Saturday or Sunday this week. Providence, since they couldn't make up their games because they were, they got into the health and safety protocol much later than all the other teams. The Big East just didn't even bother making up some of their games. Like Providence didn't even have to travel to Creighton this year to play their road game. They got so lucky with a bunch of games. They played Wisconsin without Johnny Davis. First shot good by Drake. Second one is up and good. 3-point game. Yeah, Wisconsin without Johnny Davis. They played UConn once without Adama Sanogo. And they played only one game. It was a home game against Creighton. And they never traveled to either Creighton or... They never traveled to Creighton. And UConn never played against Providence at the Dunk. So 10.5 left to play. Crossover. Out to the outside. 3-point shot taken. Missed off the rim. And the rebound gets pulled down by Drake by Sturts. What's good, JB on the stream? We got Braden in here. My man Tatum had a phenomenal game. Here's a 3. Skipped around the rim and out. Ramblers come up with the ball. 10 minutes left to go in the second. Both of these teams on scoring drought. Step back 3 in the air. Lucas Williamson is money. That was a 4.5 minute scoring drought until that 3. And Williamson lets the crowd know the 2 words when you drill the 3. Bang, bang. And that's exactly what happens right there off the step back. And the Ramblers go up by 6. What team do I think has best chance to lose round 1? I think that's Ohio State. Yeah, Ohio State lost against Michigan today without Hunter Dickinson. And it was a home game for Ohio State. They also lost against Nebraska this week. I think they're in some deep trouble. I would not pick them in the first round. Hey, that's awesome. Didi is going to go down to the SEC tournament this time. I remember that. Man, it's been crazy. It's been 2 years now. First one good. 54 burger by Jason Tatum today in the Celtics 126-120 victory over Brooklyn's. Second shot's good by Drake at the line. 9:45 remaining. Ramblers with the ball. Edge of the half-court logo. It's Braden Norris. Dribbles up on the outside. Gives it out to the top. Wide open look. Couldn't convert. So that was Tate Hall who missed the 3 off the back end. Drake with the ball. 9:30 left to go. DeReeves receives the pass. Pump fake working on Hall. Moves it out to the corner to Roman Penn. Crossover. Penn lobs it. Low block the big fella. Darnell Brody gets a touch. And the Ramblers reach in and pick up their 9th personal foul. So back to the free throw line. It's going to be Darnell Brody of Drake coming up to shoot 2. It's number 10 for the Ramblers. Tom Welch picking up the reach and foul. And this is what the foul trouble looks like right now for Loyola Chicago. Chris Knight. He's one of the taller players in the team, 6'7", and he's got 4 total fouls. The free throw missed off the mark. Welch just picked up his 3rd. Schweiger, who's got 10 points, has got 3 fouls as well. Ramblers pick up the rebound off the missed free throw. Loose ball. And it's going to be a tie up here, forced. Let's see where they're going to put the possession now. It's going to be Drake ball. So Drake will have it back, 8:54 left to go. What's good, Cole on the stream? Welcome in. I'm going to go Baylor right there. Baylor's starting to really pick it up, and even though they've been missing a couple players, they've been able to find ways to win, which is huge. Attacking straight down the lane and scoring with a layup. Count the bucket and the foul. It is number 30, Aher Uguak, who scores for Loyola Chicago. That's a huge basket. 6-point lead for the Ramblers. With under 9 minutes left to play. Just sticks it up off the window with the right hand. Oh, that's awesome. So it's right there out in Tampa this time. That's great. That's great. So you don't even need to travel for that. Free throw is good. 3-point play, check, by Aher Uguak to put up the Ramblers by 7. That is Tucker DeReeves who picked up the blocking foul. He's the top scorer for Drake with 15 points. Drake with the ball. Roman Penn. Circles around, takes the jumper. Missed off the back rim, deflected, lost it out of bounds. It's off of Brody, and the Ramblers will come up with the basketball. 8:38 left to go, and Loyola Chicago starting to take over this game right now. 7-point lead by the Ramblers. There was a lot of question marks if this team had lost today, whether they'd be in the tournament or whether they not be in the tournament. They had lost 5 conference games. The one that hurt was the game that they lost against Bradley. They got swept against Drake the first 2 times, losing. And the third time, looking for it to be a charm. Right now, they lead by 7, looking for more, attacking straight to the rim. And drawing another foul. So it comes now bonus time as Drake picks up their 7th. And the Ramblers will head into the bonus now. So this will be Ryan Schweiger, who's got 10 points today. He had 12 points in the semis, 11 in the quarterfinal matchup, as he'll shoot 2 shots here with a blocking foul. First shot is good. It's been the defense that's done their job for Loyola Chicago, top 25 nationally. Last 4 of the 5 games, they're allowing opponents to 50 points or less. The only game they didn't in the last 5 was a game that they lost in overtime, 102-96 against Northern Iowa. What's good, Maggie in the stream? Welcome in. Second one, around the rim and out. Missed by the Ramblers. Drake with the ball, down by 8. 8:20 left to go. Driving straight down the lane. DeReeves missed a shot off the glass, too strong, deflected out. It's last touch by the Ramblers. So Drake has been on a 4.5-minute scoring drought without making a single field goal. Inbound coming up for Drake. Penn moves it out to the wing to DeReeves. Passes on top, off to Murphy. Tremont Murphy moves it out to the left wing. Roman Penn floats up the runner to Key. Missed off the back rim. Defensive rebound. Pull down for the Ramblers. Loyola Chicago going to slow it down around 325th nationally per adjusted tempo. And Williamson going to give it back outside. Extra no-look pass, left corner. Dribbling into the Key. Floats up the runner. Around the rim and out. Offensive rebound right back to Loyola Chicago, though. So they still have possession. And then they lost it. Drake comes up with the ball. Bounce pass, free throw circle, outside to Sturts. Sturts dribbles up, attacks. Straight down the lane, off a double team, moves it out to Hemphill. Hemphill hands it off to DeReeves. Fall away, jumper for 3, missed off the rim. Offensive rebound kept alive, another 3, Penn. No good, tipped up, battle for the rebound. Heavy collision. DeReeves sent down hard. It's a loose ball fall picked up by Loyola Chicago. And this should be 2 free throws coming up by Drake, as Drake's in the double bonus once we get back from break now. So 50-42 the score, 7:16 left to go. We're going to take a media timeout here on the floor. Missouri Valley championship game. Winner of this game goes to the NCAA tournament. And this will be the 3rd team that gets crowned into the bracket that punches their ticket into March Madness. Murray State winning yesterday against Morehead State, first team in the bracket. Second team earlier today, Longwood beating Winthrop. And now the winner of this game will be the third team to punch their ticket in March Madness. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group. That link is pinned to the chat. It's open and available for anybody that's welcome to join the Bracket Challenge group. We're going to be doing ESPN once again. If you don't have an ESPN account, all you have to do is just create an ESPN account and then join the Bracket Challenge group, which I got the link to. And then just make sure to create like a name for your bracket, like for your account. Just create a name so I know like who it is on the channel, so we all know like who's entering into it. Because I know a couple of people had put like ESPN user. What's good, Showtime? Welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in on the stream, man. Really good game here. A lot of question marks whether Loyola Chicago would make it in if they do lose this game today. Right now, they're up, though, by 8. So things looking their way. We have 7:16 left to play. Quick update. Other scores throughout college basketball. Wisconsin leading Nebraska 66-59. SMU in some serious trouble right now. It's Tulane who leads SMU at halftime, 45-38. SMU is one of the last teams of the bracket, 21-7 record. They swept Memphis, but cannot suffer a bad loss there for SMU. And right now they're like borderline as a tournament team, like playing game at the moment. Vermont's the number 1 seed in America East, and they proved it why today. They crushed NJIT 98-59. Memphis with a big win over Houston. Memphis looks like they're going to be in the bracket now, 75-61. And then Michigan, big win on the road over Ohio State, 75-69 for the Wolverines. Rutgers, able to hang on. Rutgers still in the bracket as they beat Penn State by the thinnest of margins, 59-58. And also Jason Tatum for NBA today. Huge game for Tatum. He had 54 points. Celtics winners over the Nets, 126-120. Suns up early against the Bucks, 14-13. Who do I think is going to win the A10? I'm going to go VCU. Yeah, I believe VCU's got a top 15 defense. I'm shocked that they lost yesterday for them. But I think with one particular player, I think they're like 18-4 this season. With his name is I think Adrian Baldwin. That they have a record of 18-4 with him in the lineup. 7 minutes left to go. Loyola Chicago by 8, and they have the basketball. Ramblers with 8 on the shot clock, turning the corner, dribbling underneath the hoop, bounce pass, spin move, lost the handle, gets it back, out to the wing. Norris, step back 3 from the corner. As he shoots it just over the rim and misses, as the shot clock goes down to zeros. It looked like it was on the mark, just a little bit wide of it. It was accurate, though, just too strong. Really good step back jumper. Just too strong. .640 left to play. Drake will have the ball down by 8. They have missed the last 8 straight shot attempts. Tucker DeReeves, 15 points. Top score for Drake. Passes, mid-range, bounces off the rim twice, and that will be a bucket for Shanquan Humful. So he's got the bucket. He's up to 6. 6-point game with 6:20 on the clock. Marquise Kennedy puts the ball at the outside. Right baseline attack. Oh, man. Nice move to the cup and scoring. It is Lucas Williamson, the star of this Ramblers team, finding ways to get to the rim. When the 3 is not dropping, Williamson has only made 1 3 today. Above 40% from 3-point range. He's up to 17, though, taking it straight to the rack. Heavy contact as we have a blocking foul called. Or no, it's gonna be an offensive foul. Drake by Sturts. Sturts called for the offensive foul, running over a Rambler player underneath the bucket. Big charge taken. Inbound for Loyola Chicago. They're getting some full court pressure, able to take it past midcourt though. And now the Ramblers, they are comfortable by 8, liking to slow it down. That's what they do best. And that's exactly what they are doing right now, leading this game. 10 on the shot clock. Hand off to Norris. Norris dribbles up, gives the extra pass. Oh, poor pass behind. Taken for the steal. 1 man a beat for Drake, and it leads to the layup up in and off the glass. 2 points there by the Bulldogs, and that is a lucky 2 points by Garrett Sturts off the steal. And he works his way. Takes it. One part of the court to the other for the score. 5:30 left to go. Loyola Chicago past midcourt. Once again, will slow down the basketball. Marquise Kennedy has it at the top of the key, defended by Sturts. Kennedy drives. Nice dump off inside. Gets some space. Puts it up and through. That is good by Ahir Ugwak. Up by 8 once again. Ugwak having a great game with 12. Points are hard to come by in this matchup. Both of these teams, slow tempo offenses. Drake has it at the elbow. Out to the top of the key. Roman Penn shoots away from 3. Missed off the front rim. And it gets rebounded by the Ramblers. Drake came into this game dead last in perimeter shooting in the Missouri Valley Conference. This second half, they're just 1 for 8 from 3. 4 for 16 from the perimeter as a team at 25%. Loyola Chicago struggling today from 3. They're 6th nationally in three-point shooting percentage, but today only shooting 26%. Right hand will go off the glass, no good, but drawing the foul, heading to the line. It's going to be 2 coming up. I believe it's going to be Williamson shooting 2. Come down to this game today, and he has shown why. He has been the best player on the court. Lucas Williamson shooting 2 at the line. First one is good. He's got 18. And the team that's got the best player in the court, looking like they're going to get the W today. No team is led by double digits. Chance here to do so with a made free throw, but couldn't. Rebound pull down for the Bulldogs, trailing by 9. 4:20 left to go. Top of the key, Roman Penn. Time ticking away. Pick set by Murphy. Penn, crossover, free throw circle. Gives it out to the corner. Has some space. Just should have took the 3. Was Hemphill. Hemphill dribbles into the key. Moves it out wide to Penn. Penn crossover at the elbow. Step back jumper. Splash. That is a big one right there by Roman Penn. He's up to 14 points now. Showing some deep 2 range. Timeout taken on the floor. 4 minutes left to go. 55-48 to score. That's a good answer right there by Drake. And now they need to see if they can get some sort of buckets here if they want to come from behind in this one. And it's got to be through forcing turnovers, because that's how some of the points have gone through, especially earlier in the game, through turnovers in this one. Loyola Chicago doing a much better job second half, taking care of the basketball. They had 13 turnovers total in this game. First half, they had 9. Second half, they got 4. Difference in this matchup here has been the second half. Ramblers 48% shooting. Drake at 36. What's good, Justin, for you? Welcome to the stream here, man. I took Loyola Chicago in this one. My score prediction was 63-54, so it's probably not going to hit that. It might, though. We got 4 minutes left to go. But I took Loyola Chicago by 9. You never know, it might actually. Yeah, 63. They just need 8 points to do so. Drake would need their 6 to get to 54. But yeah, both these teams have been moving slower. Drake really needs to get on the scoreboard here if they want to have a chance. And Loyola Chicago's just slowed down their offense to just chew down clock. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here, as we got 4 minutes left to go. Quick update right now, scoreboard action for college hoops. Wisconsin leading Nebraska, 3 minutes remaining, 71-67. Congrats to Longwood Lancers, first time making it to the big dance, as Longwood beat Winthrop earlier today, 79-58. Longwood, second team in the tournament now, as they were able to punch their tickets. And Murray State did yesterday. Murray State, Ohio Valley Conference Tournament champions. Longwood, Big South Conference Tournament champions. And we're going to crown champion number 3 here in a little bit. Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champion. Whoever comes out on top for this one is going to move on to the March Madness tournament. 55-48, 4 minutes left to play. Loyola Chicago gets the inbound. They are pressured in the corner of their backcourt, and they will have to burn a timeout. Only 4 seconds ran off the clock. 3:56 left to play. So we'll go right back to the timeout slide once again. 3:56 left to go. Off of a double team, it was dangerous. Drake going with full court pressure just a moment ago, trying to see if they can force a tie-up or a steal. That's the only way they can get back in this game. They need to force some type of turnover. Top scores so far today. Loyola Chicago's 3 are outweighing Drake's 2. Lucas Williamson, 18 points. Aher Ugwaki has got 12 points. And Ryan Schweiger's got 11 for the Ramblers. And Lucas Williamson's been the best player in the court. He's leading the scoring, leading the rebounding. 18 points, 10 rebounds. 6 for 11 from the floor. And then for Drake, it is Tucker DeReeves with 15 points. And then Roman Penn right behind him with 14. And both of these teams got 8 seniors on the roster. But a lot of really good future here for Drake. Tucker DeReeves is the coach's son. He's the top scorer this season, and he's a freshman. This Drake team's going to be solid for the years to come, especially with Loyola Chicago departing to move from Missouri Valley now to the A10. It's just going to move its way up. For Drake, has been a program on the rise lately. And Drake went to the tournament last year as an at-large bid. It was one of the last teams in, got to play, and they beat Wichita State in that first round. And here they are, once again in the Missouri Valley tournament final game for the second year in a row. Yeah, I'm shocked that Vermont hasn't moved up yet to the A10, because they're just dominating every single season out in America East. And a lot of the teams they could beat, like UMass is in the A10. UMass has been struggling last 2 decades, just big struggles. URI's had a down season this year too. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome back in, man. We got 3:56 left to go. If you guys are new in the channel, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Hit me up who you got in this one, Loyola Chicago or Drake right now, and thanks so much all for joining in. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group that we have going on there. It's free to join. Anybody's interested to join the Bracket Challenge group. Nebraska just took the lead against Wisconsin, 72-71 Nebraska with 1:25 left to play. And feel free to join in later tonight. I'll be covering second game of the doubleheader, NBA Cavs against Raptors. Off the inbound, Drake poked it away, almost intercepted it by Sturts. But it's going to stay Ramblers ball. Only 1 second went off the clock, 3:55 left to go. The Ramblers will get the inbound once again, all the way in their backcourt. Looking to get the inbound. Williamson gives it off. Back to Williamson. And he hands it off to Norris. Pass deflected at midcourt, and Sturts almost had another steal. Oh, man, so close. Last 2 possessions for Garrett Sturts. Trying to get in there and get some type of steal. Almost. Loyola Chicago going to get the inbound at midcourt, though. 3:49 left to play. Also, both teams are in a double bonus as well. They're able to get it off. Spin move inside the key. Backing his way. Contact. And that will be an offensive foul by the Ramblers. Turnover by Loyola Chicago. It is on Marquise Kennedy backing his way in the defender. Lowering the shoulder right into... That is Sturts. Look at that. 3 straight hustle plays by number 3, Garrett Sturts. 3:35 left to go. Drake needs something quick. Hemphill moves down on top. Tremel Murphy puts the ball into the hands of DeVries. Pass off the cutter to Sturts. Sturts splits 2 defenders. Puts it up and through. Count it and 1. Number 3 showing up for the last 30 seconds. Garrett Sturts through the contact and 1 for Drake. It's a 5-point game. And we'll shoot 1 coming up at the free throw line. Talk about fighting to the final whistle. 79.6% free throw shooter this season. He hits the free throw. It's a 4-point game. They're hanging in there. Inbound for the Ramblers. Full court pressure by Drake. Able to take it past midcourt, though, for Loyola Chicago. Braden Norris dribbles towards his right. At the top of the key. Passing over. On the outside is Kennedy. Kennedy looking to pass at 10 on the shot clock. 3:05 left remaining. Puts the ball into the hands of Williamson. Williamson, the top player in this game for the Ramblers. Williamson has to make the pass. Elevates for the J. Deep range 3. Not a good look right there for Loyola Chicago. Missed by Marquise Kennedy. Kennedy with 2 plays that he's choked up in the last minute. It's led to Drake down by 4 with a chance to pull within 3 with a 2-point chance to pull within 2 with a 2-point shot here that they miss off the front rim. No good. Back to the Ramblers. 2.5 left to go. Loyola Chicago slowing down tempo. Kennedy brings it up the court now. Tucker DeReeves is just 1 for 8 shooting. Since 8 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in that first half. He's the top scorer for Drake all this season. The coach's son, freshman from Waukee, Iowa. As the ball gets deflected out of bounds, it's by Hemphill. It's going to stay Ramblers ball. 2:16 left to go. That would be a no there, Vaughn. Yeah, I remember that stream. That was not a good one. That was Mavs against Nuggets from 2 years ago. Step back 3 in the air, missed by Williamson. Offensive rebound. Kept alive with a new shot clock by the Ramblers. 2 minutes left to go. 15 on the shot clock here for Loyola Chicago. On the outside, under 2 minutes left to play, spin move by Ryan Schweiger. Puts the ball into the hands of Braden Norris. Forces up a 3, airballs it, and it goes out of bounds as the shot clock expires. ACC championship prediction. I'm going to take Virginia to win the ACC title. Bold prediction right there. Chris in the stream, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Yeah, incredible. 102 years old now, Sister Jean is. Drake with the ball, minute 45 left to play. As Loyola Chicago reaches in, commits the foul with a minute 44 to go. It's going to send Drake to the free throw line, shooting 2 now, double bonus. So this will be Roman Penn. He's got 14 points today, 84% at the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2. The 4-point game with a minute 44 left to go. Penn. First free throw. That's good. SEC championship, I've got Kentucky winning that. I've got them over Arkansas in the championship. Second one, good. It's only a 2-point game. Crazy for Arch Madness like this. Inbound for Loyola Chicago. Drake finally shows up, and they're on a 7-zip run. This has been a game of runs in the last 2.5 minutes. Winner punches their ticket into the bracket. Ramblers with the ball. Minute 30 left to play. Inside the key. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Moving it down low. Spin move. Puts one up, and a blocking foul. As this will send the Ramblers to shoot 2 at the line with a hair Uguak. Yeah, I was using the camera basically for the sound 2 years ago. We weren't really monetized, or we were barely getting started as a channel being like monetized at the time. That's why. And by the time I got like more into streaming, I invested in a really good microphone to have for these streams. First shot at the line, that is good by a hair Uguak for Loyola Chicago. Up by 3 for the Ramblers, minute 26 left to play. Both of the teams in the double bonus. The Ramblers have yet to score a single field goal in the last 3 minutes, 43 seconds. 1:26 left to go, second free throw, and that's good. It's a 4-point game. So both of them good. Those are crucial free throws. At the line today, Ramblers are 10 of 14, 71%. Drake is only 56% on free throws, 9 of 16. Every single point matters, and this is the type of game that it does so. Comes down to a conference tournament game, and missing free throws can crush you. Roman Penn dribbles up to the free throw circle, lost the handle, and coming up with a steal almost. Penn gets it back somehow. On the far side at the Valley logo, this will be Drake ball as they take a timeout. That was looking like it was Loyola Chicago ball written all over it. Lucky he was able to get it back for Roman Penn. Timeout taken on the floor with 1:09 left to go. As we'll go back to the timeout slide. What a game here. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. The Ramblers have been held without a field goal for the last 4 minutes, but able to knock down their free throws to keep up the lead at the moment. Big East, I'm going to take UConn and to win the Big East championship. Even though I'm a Providence fan myself, I would love to see them meet up in the tournament final. Yeah, both of these teams played last year in the championship game. Let's see. Drake actually has led the season series. So Drake's won the first 2 games of the season series, too. Let's see, Missouri Valley Championship. That was last year. Loyola Chicago won by 10, 75-65. I feel like it was close though. It must have. These 2 teams crowned the champion in 2020, because half of the conferences did, half of the conferences didn't. I think it was 2020 was Bradley beating Valpo 80-66. Must have been the year before, 2019, when the Bradley Braves won it. 1 minute left to go. Inbound goes to a 3 taken by Drake. Off the mark, missing. And the Ramblers pick up the defensive rebound. Ramblers going to slow it down, and then Drake reaching in at midcourt with 52 seconds left to play. It's going to send Marquise Kennedy to the free throw line. If Loyola Chicago blows this lead, I guess it goes by like how much they lose by, if so. I think there could be a chance. If they do lose on like a last-second buzzer beater, there could be a chance, but things looking good for them. Easiest way to do it, just solidify your spot. And Marquise Kennedy hits the first one. Second one, no good. Too long. Bounced around the rim twice. Drake with the defensive rebound. 48 seconds left to play. Drake needs something quick. They want to get back into it. Pass the wing. Launching from 3. Tremont Murphy way off the mark. grazed the front rim. Defensive rebound by Uguak, and Uguak made the last two, and he's going to shoot two coming up at the free throw line with 39.7 seconds remaining. So this type of game has come down to points left off the board, and that's been the problem for Drake today, as they've missed 7 free throws. They made 9 of 16 at the free throw line, 56%, and just 7 of 12 this half when it comes to free throws. And Loyola Chicago up to 71% at the line, 12 of 17. Hare Uguak, first one is good. 6-point lead with 39 seconds left. Hey, yeah, feel free to do that, Vaughn. Second free throw is good. 60 to 53 with 39.7. I still got a lot that I'm like tossing up there. I've got Kentucky, Purdue, Texas Tech, and Arkansas as my 4. All depends. I feel like what regions they could be in, because I think Baylor could get to the Final Four once again. As Drake just made a big-time 3. It's a 4-point game now with 32 seconds as the Ramblers will burn a timeout. Tremo Murphy makes the 3. Not out of it just yet. 60 to 56, 32.2 seconds left to go. Winner of this game will go to March Madness. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here in the stream. And Loyola Chicago able to extend their lead and not even make a single field goal in the last 4.5 minutes. Just going to the free throw line and making their free throws and taking care of business. So this is going to be Loyola Chicago ball, 32.2 seconds left to go. As both of these teams are going to come back from the timeout. Also, both teams are in the double bonus. 1 timeout remaining for each team. Marquise Kennedy, the inbound passer, all the way in the backcourt. Inbound corner, dangerous. And they gave it over to the last second. It was an inbound pass by Williamson, who moved it out to Kennedy. Kennedy got fouled between 2 defenders. Lucky there. He almost stepped out of bounds. So 31.1 left to go. It's going to be Marquise Kennedy heading to the free throw line to shoot 2, and that is Garrett Sturtz, who just fouled out. So Garrett Sturtz is out of this game. He just picked up his 5th personal foul. What's good? Some person, welcome to the stream. Joe, welcome in, man. Always good to know that you can win games at the free throw line. In the last 5 minutes, the Ramblers haven't even made a field goal. They've just been able to see if they can keep it up with the free throws, and they're looking to just keep on icing it at the charity stripe. 2 shots here, double bonus. 75% at the line this season by Marquise Kennedy, but missed the first one. Too strong off the back rim. He's going to have a second one coming up. Kennedy, free throw number 2. Again, missed off the back rim. Drake with a chance. They come up with a rebound. 25 seconds. Roman Penn with it. 1 timeout remaining for Drake. Dribbles into the key. Floats up a mid-range shot. And he gets contacted and fouled. 22.8 seconds left to go. And Roman Penn is going to head to the free throw line and shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. It's on Marquise Kennedy, and he has just fouled out. So Kennedy picks up his 5th. So 1 player each for both of these teams has fouled out. Garrett Sturtz of Drake, Marquise Kennedy of Loyola Chicago. And foul trouble right now. 2 players with 4 fouls for the Ramblers. That is Chris Knight and Ryan Schweiger. And then Drake's got one player with 4 fouls. Roman Penn, who's shooting 2 at the line. First one by Penn is good. Second shot coming up by Penn. And gets the friendly bounce in there. It's good. 2-point game, 22.8 seconds left to go. Drake has forced 15 Ramblers turnovers today, as Loyola Chicago will burn their final timeout. Drake looking to see if they can force something off the inbounds. The Ramblers take their final timeout. 22.8 seconds left to go. Wow. Unbelievable. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. What a game here today. Winner of this matchup moves on to March Madness. Also, if anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group. That group is open, available to anybody. That link is pinned to the chat. And all you have to do, you just click on the link. If you have an ESPN account, you join the group. If not, just create an ESPN account. And then when the brackets come out next Sunday, you just fill out the bracket whenever you have the chance, from Selection Sunday all the way up before the first round picks lock on Thursday at noontime. Yeah, Xavier finally woke up yesterday. Big win against Georgetown there, man. Yeah, Xavier might get Providence in the Big East tournament, because I saw Xavier's the 8 seed, Butler's the 9. Oof. Wisconsin lost against Nebraska. Yikes. And SMU in a little bit of trouble. SMU needs to win this game to move on and be a part of the bracket to have any chance. 52-50. SMU leading Tulane right now with 12 minutes left to play. Nebraska beat Wisconsin by 1, 74-73. The winner of this game goes to March Madness. Loyola Chicago will get the ball. 22.8 seconds left to go. Ramblers will have to go the length of the court here. Off the inbounds. They're inbounding underneath their own hoop. Or under Drake's hoop. Dangerous in the inbound. Drake going full court press. And the Ramblers able to take it past 16 seconds. And the foul committed with 15 seconds. So this will send Ryan Schweiger to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots here. Double bonus for the Ramblers. 15 seconds left to go. It's been around 5 minutes since the last time Loyola Chicago had last made a field goal. They've just been able to get to the free throw line, how they've been able to build their points. First shot by Schweiger. Good. It's come down to free throws in this game. Second shot. That is also good. 62-58. 15 seconds left to Drake. One timeout. They're going to move it out to the wing. Jack him up a 3 off the front rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Ramblers got it in the corner. And they got followed with 6.1. Ramblers back to the free throw line with a big rebound. 6.1 seconds left to play. And that's been the struggle this season. There's the lack of any sort of knockdown shooter on Drake. And late game situations, it can come back and bite. And they came into this game dead last in the MVC this season in perimeter shooting. Braden Norris, 78% at the free throw line, shooting 2. First one is good. A lot of question marks if the Ramblers had lost this game. If they would have even been in March Madness. They were right now borderline. First team in the bracket. First team out the bracket. Or last team in the bracket, first team out. But 6 seconds left to go. Second shot coming up by Norris. And around the rim, he makes it. 6-point lead. 6 seconds left. And the Ramblers going to be going dancing, solidifying their spot in the way that they had to make sure they're into the bracket. Still at midcourt, and Loyola Chicago does it. Game over as the Ramblers move on, and a welcome to the March Madness tournament for Loyola Chicago. They become the third team to punch their tickets into the bracket. Star of the game was Lucas Williamson, 18 points. They have 4 players total finish in double figures in this matchup here. When the 3-ball was struggling, able to solidify their way into the bracket by just making free throw after free throw. And that was the big difference in this game. 71% by the Ramblers, 61% by Drake. As Drake left off 7 free throws off the board, 11 of 18. And then Loyola Chicago today went 17 of 24 at the charity stripe to pull out the victory. So Sister Jean, the story lives on here for these Ramblers as they'll be playing in March Madness now. They'll figure out who they play on Selection Sunday. 3 teams into the bracket. Murray State yesterday. Earlier today, it was Longwood. First ever NCAA tournament appearance for Longwood. And the third team to punch their ticket, it is the Loyola Chicago Ramblers. Thanks so much all for joining in. Before you do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell. If you guys would like to be notified future live streams that I do cover, I cover a mix of college basketball games, also NBA games. Later tonight, I'll be back covering the Cavs against the Raptors, so feel free to join in. That game will start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight, so if you guys would like to join in, feel free to do so. And also, if you haven't already done so, I pinned a link to the chat. Feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group if you guys would like. It's open. It's available to anybody that's interested in doing it. Last year, we had over 100 people join the group. So anybody is welcome to do so. All you have to do is just click the link. You're brought to the bracket group. If you have an ESPN account, all you have to do is just join the group. If not, just create an ESPN account. And then once the bracket teams are announced on Selection Sunday, you'll be able to pick your teams anytime that you guys would like from Selection Sunday all the way until they lock on the first round day on that Thursday of the first round games. So I'll see you guys back tonight for anybody interested joining in for Cavs versus Raptors. And we'll close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of the live streams as we have Jason, Cindy, Rajip, Old Ed Deuce, Brian, ST Sports Talk, Russell, D-Block, BP Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arohan, Mike, Mark, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino Joseph, Elkie and GFR Nadi, Woody Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Manon Hayes, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, and Kelly. Thanks all for joining in today. Loyola Chicago getting into the bracket, pulling out the W as they are your 2022 Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champions. Final score 64-58 against Drake. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody.